and I really hope you guys enjoyed tonight's reading. Before we get started, we are going to... I don't know where my comment thing went. There it is. Okay, make sure they're visible. Anyway, if you guys would like to be able to donate or make a purchase, you can find my Cash App, PayPal, Amazon wishlist, P.O. Box down in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for that, or whatever other support you send to this channel. It really does help me out so much, you guys, and I am very grateful for each and every one of you and all the things that you do to show your support. So thank you for that. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's reading. Tonight's reading, we are going to be looking into what is being exposed currently for the collective. So let's look into this. We've got this little crab, which actually reminds me a lot of Cancer. Somebody's moodiness may be being exposed, or somebody's success as well. Somebody could have kind of risen up the ranks, and that may be what's being exposed too. I am proud of me. Breaking the cycle. Breaking the cycle of manipulation for some of you. Often overlooked, but totally golden. Or maybe even letting others manipulate you into believing that you are not worth as much as you are. Maybe even allowing others to kind of hypnotize you or get you to do what they want you to do, or whatever the case may be. Something along those lines could definitely be something that you guys are working on currently. I've realized a lot of the things that the collective is working on, either I'm working on or have worked on over the last few years or some point in my life. But mostly when it comes to doing these collective readings, it's not necessarily as far back. It's like the last couple years till now. When it comes to the pick a card readings, there's sometimes that some of it I haven't worked on since I was a teenager, but I've worked with other people on. Music. Love is coming. What's funny is I was torn between doing a love reading again for the collective or doing an exposed reading. So yeah, sleeping. Somebody may need to get some sleep because it may be making you a little bit crazy or a little bit moody because of the lack of sleep or the lack of rest or the lack of time and space to yourself. When it comes to getting into a connection, if you're getting ready to get into a connection, don't worry about whether or not this person's going to disappear. Don't worry about whether or not you're doing enough. Just take care of yourself. Do what you need to do for you. Remind this person that they still need to be doing what they need to do for them, and that it's healthiest for both of you, and the best start you can make for this relationship to be able to build it on a strong foundation where both of you are still taking care of the other areas of your life while you're slowly building for something more with each other. Listen, the signs are speaking to you. Given to those that we truly admire to protect from jealousy and harm. There could definitely be somebody around you that is jealous of what you have going on. It could be of you or your connections. It could be of something that you may be doing in music. Some of you may be in the music industry. It could even be somebody that does not take very good care of themselves. And so they may suffer because of it, whether it be physically, mentally, emotionally. It could even be somebody who has some sort of mood disorder or something like that. And maybe you've done a really good job of being able to naturally take care of that. And maybe they don't do that so well. So, right now, somebody may be very angry as well. But underneath that anger is pain. So what is going to calm this anger, what's going to soothe this experience, is being able to express your most innermost emotions, your more soft emotions, your more loving emotions, your more caring emotions, your sadness, your pain, things like that. That's what's going to be the most effective at disengaging from whatever situation you may be entering into. There may be a situation that comes up in the near future where somebody is extremely angry and comes at you in some sort of way. And they may even cause you to become extremely angry with whatever they have to say, because whatever they have to say may not even make sense, or they may be saying something that's just really rude or cruel to you. They may be trying to tear you down in some sort of way because of the jealousy or something like that. And honestly, there was one night where I was talking to somebody, and this person was feeling some jealousy towards me. They were saying some pretty fucked up shit as well. And there was somebody else sitting next to me, and a little while later there was another woman that was kind of sending me the evil eye and shit like that. And somebody's like, am I reading that correctly? Is she jealous of you, kind of thing? And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure she is. I don't know, that happens a lot. And I'm just trying not to think about it or watch it or anything else, pay attention to it at all, things like that. And that other chick came back over and sat down in the middle of what we were talking about. And I just kind of looked at her and I was like, I've been feeling some of that from you too. And I don't know why, because you know what? You have no reason to feel that way. You have so many amazing qualities about yourself that it's ridiculous. Pretty much every time I gotta sing, I gotta go after you, and you sound like a choir of angels is singing with one person standing there. And then I gotta get up there and sing after you. And I was like, you know, you have some amazing things about you too. Plus, you're bold, sassy, fiery, things like that. And she actually stopped doing the other shit she was doing. She started being a lot more nice. And then she wanted to go home with me that night. And I was like, nope, sorry. And so, yeah, it kind of went back the other way again. Anyway, you could definitely be somebody that stands out. You may break the mold in some sort of way. You may be somebody who wears a lot of stripes or spots too. There's a lot of times that you may be overlooked by people around you as well. And that could be due to jealousy too. Just know that regardless of how lonely you feel, or regardless of how much you feel like there isn't anybody who loves you out there, there definitely is. And there could definitely be love coming to you as well. You could be having some dreams about this, or maybe that's why you need to get some sleep too. It may be affecting you mentally or emotionally if you're not getting a whole lot of sleep, but you also could be missing out on a lot of dreams as well that could be helping you on your journey, helping you find your way. You may even see this person in your dreams. So yeah, listen to the signs that you're receiving. Listen to the music that's coming to you. Some of you, you may actually end up having some issues where you don't get to listen to the music you want to listen to. And so you might be stuck listening to the radio or something like that. And that could be part of what ends up happening too. And they're telling you to listen.
Once you do,
Listen to the signs that are coming to you through music. Listen to the signs that are coming to you with certain people too. There may actually be a pick-me type of person around you that could be extremely jealous of the fact that you are not going to pick them. This could be somebody that you dealt with in the past and who overlooked you and decided that you weren't worth anything, kind of thing, pulled away from you, whatever the case may be. Or they could have even lied to you. They could have lied to you, or they could have been there initially to use you in some sort of way, and this person even could have been in trouble for something too, or they could have been in some way separated from you in some sort of way. This could even be somebody that you put in the friend zone as well, that could be very angry or jealous or upset. But it's time to break the cycle of the ways that you have dealt with this in the past. You have worked hard to level up your skills. And now you need to use your voice. You need to use your communication skills. And you need to know that the best way to handle this is to be open and vulnerable and honest with this person. And to also let them know about the good qualities about themselves, so that they aren't in some way feeling lacking or inadequate because of the turn down. You know, just speak honestly and openly. Like, you know, if you feel like you guys don't have anything in common, we don't have anything in common. We don't like any of the same things. We don't even have anything to talk about. Or we just don't talk at all. Or, you know, let them know that, you know, you're wanting somebody who wants you as much as you want them. You're not wanting somebody who isn't going to be happy with you or isn't going to feel the same way about you as you feel about them. Page of Pentacles, the Magician. The funny part is that's the one that fell out earlier too. The Page of Pentacles. And the Emperor. So this could be somebody who's very controlling as well. This could be somebody who may be very manipulative, like we were talking about before. They could even use music in a manipulative way. There was one guy in the past that would constantly listen to Heaven by Kane Brown. Like all the time when I was around, he'd put that song on. Heaven, heaven. Yeah. You and me in this moment feels like heaven, don't it? That song. So, yeah, you are definitely ready to speak your truth. It's time to speak your truth. And you may be feeling a little bit angry or a little bit defensive when it comes to speaking your truth. And you are being urged to try to take a calm manner and approach to this, to try to make the best decision for everyone involved. There's going to be a truth coming out as well, possibly about your manifestation abilities. You really could have anything you want if you put your mind to it, your heart to it, your confidence to it, and your and your passions, your inspiration. If your inspiration is involved, your heart's involved, your mind's involved, your confidence is involved, you could really build whatever it is that you want to build. You may even be worried a little bit about not having enough money, or somebody else could be worried about not having enough money. They may actually feel like that's the reason why you don't want anything to do with them. And especially if you're like boss bitch status, or or maybe you got somebody coming in that is a boss level person that's coming in towards you. And so this person could be feeling very inadequate, or feeling left out in the cold, or feeling like there's something wrong with them, and that's why you aren't wanting anything to do with them. You are definitely protected from jealousy and harm at this time as well. Somebody may have actually even given you something that would protect you from jealousy and harm. It may be like a stone of some kind. If they gave you like a piece of obsidian, or a piece of clear quartz, or jade. For some reason I heard jade. Or if they gave you a ruby as well. And if somebody gave you a ruby, they may actually feel like you are royalty of some kind, like you are definitely deserving of a lot in your life as well. This person may, whoever the person is that gave you the stone to protect yourself, or something to protect yourself, they may have even given you like an evil eye bracelet, or a Hamsa hand of some kind to protect yourself. This person is going to be possibly the one that is going to bring truth forward towards you in some way. You and me in this moment feels like heaven, don't it? There's nowhere else I'd rather be. Okay. So we have the Ace of Wands, once again about your passion too. You may be lacking in passion or inspiration or creativity, and a lot of this could be because of the stress you're feeling, or it could be because you're having a hard time speaking your truth to somebody about what it is that you really want, and ending this cycle, breaking this cycle of really giving up what you want to make others happy, or not acting on your emotions because if other people get upset about it or hurt by it or something like that, you may feel responsible for it in some sort of way. So that could definitely be the cycle that you're breaking here. So what is going to be exposed at this time? Somebody's manipulative energy and the reasons behind that. Jealousy is driving their actions. Somebody has been feeling very inspired to take actions to try to destroy whatever it is that you're building in your life. Oh, the song that's coming to mind now too is Beware the Patient Woman, 'cause this much I know. No one calls you honey when you're sitting on a throne. Somebody may actually be getting ready to pass away too. That could be part of the reason why they're ready to express some sort of truth. They may be feeling very driven or very motivated at this time. They may be feeling very inspired, possibly even by you, to express this truth. There's some sort of massive transformation in somebody's life, and it could even be that somebody else has passed away that they know. And that could be why there's this inspiration or drive or motivation going on within them to reveal what's been going on behind the scenes. When you wish upon a star, you will go so very far. Some people may even feel like if they get close to you, that you will up their reputation in some way or get them further in some way. What did you expect for me to get you connected? 'Cause I can't say no, no, I can't say no. What is that? What is it? Spit it out. Today I'm thinking of things that are deadly. Billie Eilish song. Now, When the Party's Over is coming on into my mind too. So this could actually be somebody who left you alone a lot or had a lot of other stuff going on, so they really just didn't have time for you or something like that as well. The person in the background that may have been somebody that you rejected for a relationship in some way, work could have gotten away, or some other sort of third party situation, not necessarily another partner, possibly. There could have been somebody else, but I feel like for the majority of you, it's going to be like work got in the way, or friends got in the way, or family got in the way. Because I hate your friends and they hate me too. You're being urged as well to be in a hopeful and optimistic spirit at this time, to remember gratitude as well, and to really believe that your dreams will come true. In your dreams, you lose all of your heartache. So I feel like a lot of you are working on removing some sort of heartache or some sort of pain. And this pain may even be something outside of yourself. It could definitely have something to do with somebody else's pain in a certain situation, and you not wanting to hurt them more. And so you may be modifying your behavior in some sort of way to try not to step on this person or hurt this person, because this person's very important in your life and you may not want them to be gone from your life. But at the end of the day, you're actually making things worse. And one of those big reasons why you're making things worse is because that stuff will bubble up and boil up inside of you until you end up saying things in a much harsher way than you intended to. And so it's much better to say those things before they become bigger and before they encompass and engulf things so fully. And also, some of you may want to express something to somebody before they pass away as well. That could be part of this too. Chance to Say Goodbye, that song's coming up as well. That one comes up on my ads a lot. Or there could be somebody. The other day, I was getting a lot of messages about somebody that is getting ready to pass away, that has some truths that they want to express, some things that they want to get off their chest before they're not in this world anymore. They may even want to tell you some things about your past and their past so that you can understand a bit more fully why some of the cycles that you're dealing with are present. Because this could be a parent as well. Somebody may be painting a lot at this time too, or some form of art, and there may actually be a lot of messages coming through in your art too. So pay attention to what it is that you're drawing, what it is that you're urged to draw. If you're feeling really urged to draw or to paint or to any kind of art like that, then take the time to sit down and do it, even writing, because I feel like there's going to be some sort of messages coming through in that. And some of you may be even being very inspired by that extra. Some of you may be inspired in the near future as well by somebody who wants to purchase something that you have created artistically. That could be another reason for jealousy too. There may actually be somebody that is jealous of you at this current moment because of the fact that you may be monetizing your creativity in some sort of way. And maybe that was what their dream always was. And then, they ended up with a lot of things happening in their life and they felt like they were never able to do it. Whatever reason they felt like they were never able to do it, they could have made the choice to do it though. And that may be what's underlying it. And why they may be so angry with you or jealous with you is because deep down they know that they could have gone that route if they really wanted to. But they may have chosen a route that seemed easier and that seemed like it was more reliable or that it was more responsible in some way instead. So, let's see. Resilient, bold, and sassy, creative, fiery, passionate. You are definitely ta sentiens. You're a very sentient being. For one thing, you're very connected to your emotions. You're very confident. You're proud of yourself. Actually, we had that message come out in the pictures in the beginning. I am proud of me. You are proud of you. You're proud of yourself. You've worked hard for what it is that you're creating. You're feeling very solid, very stable at this time. You're feeling like nothing could take you down. Like literally, you could be lost in the desert with no water and no food and you would still make it out alive. You'd still be standing there with that stance like, I am that bitch. Oh, Juice by Lizzo. Look, baby, I'm not a snack. I'm the whole damn meal. And your friends are already in my DMs. Somebody could actually be jealous as well by how much attention you get or how many people are wanting to hook up with you or wanting to be in a relationship with you or looking your way in that way. Somebody could be jealous, not necessarily of you, but jealous in general of the fact that there's so much attention on you when you're what they want. That could be where some of that manipulation comes in too that we were discussing earlier. Golden ratio, beauty, nature, patterns. So what other things are being exposed right now collectively? You are starting to pick up on a lot of patterns. There's like a lot of extra patterns coming to you. There's a lot of energetic messages being sent towards you, 2255. You're learning, growing, things are changing. And a lot of these changes that are happening at this time are bringing in a lot more peace for you, a lot more harmony for you, maybe even extra connections to you. You might even be changing or transforming the way that you act in connections or what types of people you connect yourself with. 34, 21, 13, 8, 5, 3, 33, 11. So right now you're really at peace. It may be very dark and there may not be many answers going on, but you're paying attention to those signs and synchronicities. The way that you receive messages could be something that people are extremely jealous of as well. The way that you receive them, the way that you see them, the way that you pick up on everything and notice everything, the way that you connect dots could be something that has somebody in a tizzy in some way. We're going to go ahead and get a few letters and zodiac signs as well at this time. While I'm picking those, if anybody wants to be able to donate or if anybody wants to be able to make a purchase, you can find my Cash App, PayPal, Amazon wish list, and P.O. box down in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for that, or any other way that you contribute to this channel. Liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, things like that really helps me out. Thank you guys. So we got Aries, Libra, Leo. This could have something to do with a parent or an in-law. Pisces, intuitive. Somebody you know and are very closely connected to may know about certain things as well. This may actually even be the person that's getting ready to expose something. You know what? There could actually be a child that knows about another child's abuse. And they may be getting ready to say something about it to the law or to a grandparent. L-I, lies. Somebody knows about lies that have been told. E-S, jealousy, lies. Y, sly. Eyes. Maybe you can see something in somebody's eyes. Sexy. Oh, you and your boyfriend. I don't remember exactly what that song is called because every time I type in you and your boyfriend, it never brings that song up. But, yeah, I could be real polite and not stare. Something like that. But I'd fuck you and your boyfriend. So somebody may actually be jealous as well because they may actually be attracted to you and your boyfriend. This could be somebody that you got rid of or somebody that you rejected or even somebody that you might have dated for a minute and maybe they took off on you or sabotaged it in some sort of way. And then maybe they're seeing you later. So this might be somebody that you hadn't seen in a while and you're seeing them later. Boy, there's a lot of different things going on here. Silly. Ideas. D. Somebody may have told you that you had silly ideas or tried to plant it in your head that nothing that you were going to do was going to pay off. And that could be being formed out of jealousy too. And actually, you might be getting ready, like I was saying earlier, to have some sort of payments coming in for whatever it is that you're doing. It might have even started off extremely slowly and people didn't believe in you, or at least they portrayed that they didn't believe in you. And now it's starting to grow, and there's going to be people that are going to be extra jealous of this. And you're going to start realizing that that's what it was the whole time, is jealousy. Feds. Lily. Who? J. G. J.G. Wentworth. Call 1-877-CASH now. Somebody may actually be getting ready to win some money in a lawsuit of some kind or in court. Somebody may be trying to press charges for lies, a defamation suit, or there could be somebody, child support, or there could be somebody that is going to be, there could have even been like child alienation type of thing going on. Sci-fi. FedEx. Giles. Files. There could be files on somebody. I found out when I went to go see Jeremiah the first time. The guy that was asking what my name was and who I was coming to see and everything. He's like, "Why are you on a watch list?" And I was like, "I'm on a watch list? What are you talking about?" "I have no idea why I'd be on a watch list." And he's like, I'm like, "I've had one speeding ticket my entire life. That's all I've had." And he's like, I wonder why you're on there then. And I was like, "Well, there was a guy that I put a restraining order on last year. Would that have something to do with it?" And he's like, "Well, maybe." He didn't really seem very convinced though. And he was like, "That's not the guy you're going to see, right?" And I was like, "No. I don't even really know that guy, but he followed me for long enough." And yeah, so I'm actually on a watch list, which is funny because I was pretty sure they were tapping my phone, and then I sent a bunch of crazy messages to myself, and guess what? The cops showed up right afterwards, and I knew they were gonna. I closed my door and was walking down the street the moment I hit send on the last message. By the time I got from my trailer to the end of the street, which was not very far, it was like half a regular sized block in a regular town, not like a city block. It was like half a block. There was 3 cops that pulled up on me. 3 of them. Yeah, so I already knew, but I confirmed it with that. And then when that guy told me I was on a watch list, yeah. So you might actually be getting some confirmation on something like that as well. Feisty. Philly. Julie. Size. Sizist. Sexist. Pedophile. There could definitely be something like that coming out too. Dies. Justice is coming in. Somebody could have a very, a nickname that they go by a lot as well. Fiddle. The fiddler on the roof. Fiddler. Oh. So, let's see what other messages we have tonight. I'm probably going to be on here for about another half hour to 45 minutes. Not sure how long I will have the light out here. So, remember, if you guys wanted to be able to make a purchase for a question, that you might want to do that here soon. Thank you guys for that, by the way, or anything else you do to support the channel. So, let's see. What else do we have? $55 again. So, big old changes are coming into your life right now. There's going to be a lot of changes coming in, and it's going to be due to whatever is coming out here. There's definitely going to be a death of some kind going on. 2 black Cadillacs is coming to mind. Somebody may actually find out about cheating or another family that somebody has as well. So much hate, it's hard to see. Somebody could be releasing their hate. You might actually be realizing as well in the past some of the things that you could have been doing, or some of the ways you could have been reacting or responding to certain situations could have had a lot to do with how you were viewing the world around you, or how you were viewing yourself. There may have been a lot of hate going on for yourself and for the world around you. And a lot of the reason you could be noticing this as well is because you might be dealing with somebody right now that has a lot of hatred for themselves and a lot of hatred for the world around them. And they have so much hate going on that they can't even see straight. That it really is twisting and morphing them into somebody that they are not. Wink, wink. Pop goes the question. Somebody may be getting a surprise proposal as well, and it could actually be somewhere that is one of your more favorite places, or somewhere that's really pretty. There could be a fountain involved in some way. Heartbroken. So somebody that has a broken heart could be waiting in the background, jealous, hating, feeling like you smashed their heart into pieces and you didn't even give a shit. Somebody could actually be wanting to get revenge in some way, feeling like you destroyed them. Yeah, feeling like you destroyed them. Onlooker from the outside. Oh, what's coming to mind right now is, and it might not even be somebody that you destroyed. It could be somebody your partner destroyed. What I'm seeing right now and thinking about right now is in 50 Shades Darker, where his ex, and it wasn't even his ex, it was his ex sex slave. She showed up with the gun to kill Anastasia. And she was like super, super crazy because he had kind of made her that way. She was a little crazy when he found her anyway, but he made her extra crazy. 3222 or 3322. You may be learning a lot of things about this person you're dealing with as well. Don't look back now. One step at a time. Keep moving forward. And some of you, you may be realizing that heartbreak has caused you a lot of hate. So it's time to really, 3344, it's time to really let go of what has happened in the past. And that may actually give you a new perspective on certain situations as well. 3355. Kids are safe and protected. I love them and they love me. People have tried to pull us apart, but our connection is so strong that it could never be severed. They love me no matter what or who I am. Or what I am going through, and vice versa. I need to heal so that I could get back on my feet and I can be there for them fully again. So some of you could be healing from a really bad situation with your baby daddy or baby mama. Something that really caused you a lot of pain, a lot of hatred, a lot of hurt, a lot of despair. You could have been in a very dark energy for a little while. And you could have really had to work extremely hard to climb your way out of it. And if you're currently working on this, you will definitely get there. But you're really going to have to stop miring yourself in the past and drowning in it in some sort of way, and start focusing on the here and now. Maybe even thinking about the beautiful things that could come in the future as well, and focusing on that. There's going to be something exposed, something that this ex lied about, things that this ex lied about, abuse that this ex lied about, whether towards you or your kids. Somebody may even be getting in trouble for abusing somebody they're currently living with as well. They may end up snapping in some sort of way. Somebody was very upset about a death of a connection. But know that there is a lot of good things coming in your future if you can release that and move forward. And some of you have already released that, and you are at this exposure stage where everything is coming out right now. And one of the things that's going to be coming out is somebody's love for you, and somebody is going to be proposing to you. And once again, there could definitely be somebody that's a little crazed in the background, whether it's your ex or their ex, that may be reacting in some sort of way because of jealousy. There may have even actually been somebody who purposefully got someone in trouble, or somebody who may be planning to jump somebody or attack somebody in some way. BJ. Pisces, Scorpio. There is some secrets that are hidden as well. Somebody may actually say something really harsh or cruel or cold to somebody, and somebody could react violently in some sort of way. Somebody may secretly reach out to the law as well to expose some sort of secrets they have been keeping for a long time. Somebody may feel really stung by something that was said. Justice is coming in, and balance is going to be coming in for you as well. And definitely there could be a marriage proposal or a marriage in the near future for someone here. And it may even be that you find out about somebody who's getting married as well. Imagination, creativity, dreams. There could be something to do with your dreams here again as well, and your dreams exposing things. Hi, Silver Priestess. I hope you're doing good tonight. BS, bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit you've had to deal with. Busybody. D, buddy. N, DKNY. Z, UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly. Yeah, you ugly. Oh, we have Virgo here too. T, just, destiny. Q, C, Y, cunt. And what popped into mind right after I thought of that is somebody was saying something at one point about she's lower than a cunt. Or she's an ankle. And everybody's like, ankle? What are you talking about? Because she's lower than a cunt. Punk. L, lieutenant. P, LLC. Liquidate. Somebody could be liquidating their assets in some way. Ecstasy. Ecstatic. Somebody's going to be really happy in the near future. Two people are going to be really happy in the near future. There could definitely be somebody, though, that is on the sidelines watching this and infuriated and just, yeah, not in good energy at all. Wow, it's 2:30 in the morning over there. Right now it's 7:30 here. Lust, lusty, lessons. Diabolical plan just popped into my mind. Thank you, beautiful. Somebody could have been feeling a lot of hatred towards you. And you know what? This may not even be the person that you were in a relationship with, 44. It could have even been a child of yours or theirs, or it could have been somebody that was really upset that your relationship ended because they had some sort of stake in it in some way. Somebody could also be really angry once again because you have a lot of people coming your way to express their love for you, or they feel inspired to speak to you, or they feel like they're getting their justice, or you feel like you're getting your justice in some way. Somebody could be very jealous of your intelligence as well, the way that you communicate, how effective it is. Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate that. Cops, city, the toxicity of our city, of our city. You, what do you own the world? How do you own disorder, disorder? Now, somewhere between the sacred silence is here. Somewhere. Bystander. Somebody could have been a bystander to something really bad that happened. Somebody might have actually witnessed something really bad that happened, and you might know this or you might not know this, but somebody's ready to let these secrets out and tell people what had happened. Somebody might have actually had a premonition about their death and what could happen if they don't come forward and express these things. And it could actually have to do with, they might have been safeguarding the person who could end up being the cause of their death. And they might have been safeguarding them because they were angry with you. And now they're ready to expose these things, Dynasty, because they know that if they don't expose these things, this person is going to escalate in some way and end up hurting them. Queen of Stakes. So the Queen of Wands, Justice, and the Two of Pentacles. Choices and decisions. Choices, the choice to do the right thing. Angel makes the choice to do the right thing, to do what he feels is best. But then again, who's to say what the right thing is anyway? If you want to get technical, the right thing means something very different to different people. To everyone. Everyone has their own, sorry guys, idea of what is right and what is wrong, what is fair and what is balanced. And at the end of the day, the scales always end up balancing out again. You got to have that balance in order to have movement. You may be taking on a lot of responsibilities. You may even be currently working a side job of some sort, or you may be working your way through college. You may be working really hard, 22, to create what you're trying to create in your life. You can have whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. So you might actually be, you might actually have this attention on you too, because people are seeing that you work really hard. You may be working to create something more stable, long-term, long-lasting, but you may also be working on a lot of other things at once as well. And this person wants to make sure that you have what you need to be able to produce the results you're trying to produce, to be able to be less stressed, more relaxed. 4333. You're very protected in all your endeavors as well, very guided, watched over. You have worked really hard to learn at this time. And somebody is wanting to make things a little bit easier for you, a little bit smoother for you. They're wanting to help you out. They're wanting to lessen your burden and kind of take up some responsibilities in your life around you so that you can function more normally again. Because I feel like a lot of you have been extremely stressed out at this time. 44 and 404, error code. Yeah, it's like you've been working so hard that things are glitching out in your brain system and you're just overworked, tired, stressed, dealing with a lot. And maybe you even have lost a lot of your inspiration or creativity. 22. You may have even lost a lot of your inspiration or your creativity, or you may have put your friendships on the back burner. 4433. There's going to be harmony coming into a connection in your life, and you're going to have a lot of reasons to celebrate. You're going to have a lot of good things going on. 4444. Don't turn them away. Celebrate them. Accept them in with open arms. Don't let your trust issues get the best of you. Don't let the hurt, hate, or pain of the past get the best of you. There's also going to be a change in the way you view somebody particular in your life as well. Somebody may accuse you, too, of doing magic in some way against them because of your jealousy. But I feel like this person, this could definitely be somebody who has hated you and been very jealous of you. And they may have even been sending something your way, but you might have been praying or doing protection or reversal magic. And this has taken care of that problem, and everything that they sent towards you went back to them. Somebody could have even tried to set you up or frame you in some way with the justice system as well. And they're actually the one who ended up getting taken care of on that front. Awesome. That is so great. I can't wait till I get to that point. That is going to be so fucking amazing, and it's coming in. I've had somebody recently that has told me like 3 or 4 times, I have a feeling by the end of the summer you're going to have a house. You're going to have your house. And he just keeps telling me that. And I'm like, wow. Somebody that's not like, oh, she thinks she's going to have a house. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. And this is somebody who's kind of, yeah, been a little different. Happy birthday, by the way. Just before your birthday. That's like the best birthday present ever, too, right? So, you're going to be feeling inspired again. You're going to be feeling passionate again, driven, motivated, ambitious again. You're going to be feeling like you can do anything. Your confidence is going to be going up, and you're just going to be feeling exhilarated. Remember to take some time to celebrate out. Remember, if you need a break for a minute to just relax and chill. You have been doing so much for so long, and everything has just shifted into an easier energy for you, or soon will be shifting into that energy. So it's time to release every fucking worry you got and to just enjoy yourself for a minute. Don't take it overboard, and don't forget what you have in mind for what you want to create in your life. But because sometimes that can happen when you haven't taken time to just enjoy yourself for a while, you can really dive in neck deep and then fuck everything up. So remember not to do that, but to take time periods each week for you to just enjoy life and celebrate your victories and your wins throughout the week, and to keep things a bit more balanced than they've been for a while. The home will be mine, yes. Yes, it will. Hee hee hee. So, yeah, that one that they tried to hide. My daughter actually asked me about a month and a half ago, wouldn't it be amazing, Mom, if somebody just left you a house? And I was like, that would be fucking amazing. They've been talking about it for years, but it hasn't happened yet, or it has, and yeah. Crop circles, messages, curiosity, signs. Pentagram, harmony, protection, idealism. So, once again, with that whole black magic feel, there was something in one of the cards earlier, too, that I didn't actually mention at the time, but I honed in on this Wiccan magic back here, and I never really even noticed that sign back there, or paid attention to it anyway. Yeah, this is a cycle that's been going on for a long time, too. This could actually be something in your family as well that's going to be being exposed, maybe even an older sibling. This person could be LGBTQ, family or not. Some sort of magic through candle magic or through potions or through divination. There could be mirror magic as well, where somebody's trying to look in, or where somebody is trying to see your destiny for some of you, or trying to distort your self-image in some way. Somebody may have actually even gone very dark for a minute, but they may actually surprise you with how much light they walk into. My daughter, I was talking to her at one point, and we had a bit of a telepathic conversation for a minute. Although she tried to gaslight me about it later. Or she really didn't know. I don't know. But Anyway, she's like, I am so sorry, Mom. And it was like we had a long telepathic conversation going on there. And then we walked inside Taco Bell and she handed me a hot sauce packet. And it was actually a Diablo hot sauce packet, oddly enough. And it said, I am sorry, Mom, on it. I have never in my entire life ever seen a hot sauce packet that says, I am sorry, Mom, on it from Taco Bell. They have a lot of things on them, and all of them are repeated 500,000 times. I have never seen one of those. I still have it at home. And I was like, I know you are. And I actually said that part out loud before we went in there. I know you are, my love, and I forgive you. I forgive you. Sometimes when we're young and we don't know any better and we're getting into that stuff on our own, we can really fuck up. We can do some things that cause us a lot of karma to come back in our fucking face. But the best thing that you can do on that front would be to take accountability, take responsibility, to try to make amends, to try to fix the wrongs and right the wrongs that you have taken in some way, trying to achieve justice or, something along those lines. And using it from good from then forward. And I was actually working with my kids on some of that stuff before everything happened. And then they pretty much have not been around me a whole lot for the last 3 years. I see them at least twice a week, every week. And it's not because custody was taken away or anything like that. We haven't actually finalized our divorce at this current time. And, they choose, or other people choose for them, to not be around. So, follow your curiosity. Allow yourself to see things with new eyes, too. And when you're seeing things, do not just push them off as a coincidence. They are real. They are very real. And don't let anybody convince you otherwise, either. There could be a fight coming in the near future, too. Yeah. Ambitious, Capricorn. Somebody could have targeted somebody you love as well. 33, Taurus. Maybe even multiple people that you love. Or multiple people who have come into your life to help you in some way. Somebody could have targeted them. Could even have something to do with the local police or authorities in some way. Hi, Tori. Nice to see you again. Hope you've been doing well. Away. Somebody may move away. AU alumni. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Somebody's father could be involved in some way as well. Somebody could be spiritually being protected by their father, alive or dead. Somebody could be being asked to work together as well. Or to open their mind in some way. To be more open-minded, less judgmental about certain things, people, or situations. Maybe even about people doing certain things. You never know what you would do if you were in their footsteps or had to walk through their life. You might have actually ended up very differently, and you might have actually ended up in the same position they're in, making the same choices they're making. There's a lot of times that people are not taught certain things when they're growing up. 33. There's a lot of times that they are not taught certain things when they're growing up. One of those big major things that people don't realize you are taught would be empathy. People are taught empathy. You don't just fucking be born with empathy. Have you ever noticed how little tiny kids, yes, they can be so sweet, they can be so kind, they can be so caring, they can be fucking evil as fuck. Like really cruel in a lot of ways because they really don't think about it. And also because they're a lot more authentic. So, that's part of it too. But a lot of people are not taught empathy. They aren't taught to put themselves in somebody else's shoes. They aren't taught to look at things through somebody else's lens. They're not taught to really think about the feelings of others or the actions of others or the actions of themselves. And a lot of people are fairly impulsive. I actually had a friend a couple years ago that really didn't have a whole lot of empathy and didn't spend a whole lot of time thinking about a lot of other people. She was somewhat narcissistic. and not like narcissistic personality disorder. There's a difference. There's only 2% of the entire population globally that is narcissistic clinically. There is different varying levels of narcissism in every person, though. And a lot of the times when it's a bit higher like that is because they were never taught those things. So she decided that year she's getting Christmas presents for everybody, and she's looking through this list that she's trying to figure out what she's getting for everybody, and she's so excited. And she's like, you know what? I never knew how exciting and how good it could feel to get presents for everybody else. 55, 11, and 33. So she's like, I never knew how amazing it could feel to get presents for other people. I've never really done that. I have always waited for my presents at Christmas time, but I've never really actually went out of my way to go find something specific for everybody and give everybody something. But it's like the most amazing feeling that there ever is. She was never taught that. She was taught to think about herself, to do for her, and I'm going to get you before you get me type of attitude, because that's very much how her mom is. And that's what she was taught growing up. 55, 55. Sometimes we are taught very different things growing up than what we actually want to be. And sometimes we learn along the way what actually makes us feel good. And it's very different than the way we may have been raised or the way we may have acted when we were younger. Sometimes it's very different than the way our family acted or what our family wants for us. Autumn, Jaylyn, Q, Atlanta. Why are they all talking like they want to be from Atlanta? So I'm probably going to be on here. I think I might be able to get an extra half hour in from now. W, M, and once again MP. So military police. This could have something to do with some sort of authorities as well. Maybe even finding out that somebody else was being hunted down by authorities in some way. And that could have been why you were being targeted. Good night, sweetheart. I hope you get some good sleep. You're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you, too. So Pam, Pan, Paw, Law, Lab. There may be some lab results coming in as well. For some of you, this could be a DNA test. This could be a DNA test in a rape kit for some of you. This could be a DNA test in a murder case. Somebody might actually dig up somebody's backyard as well. Somebody might want to get something out of the backyard if they have something buried in the backyard. Lazy, lamp, lawn, King T's snake in the grass. All the snakes in the grass, had to cut that shit short. Had to expose it. Newman, Nab, Wally, something to do with machines, AI, replica, DNA replication. Did you know that with antifreeze poisoning actually replicates your DNA? I was looking up replica and the definition of replica the other night, and one of the biggest definitions of replica, that what it has to do with, is replication of DNA. Kind of like when you have cancer. Man, many men, many men wish death upon me. Lord, I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on my soul. Yeah, bully. Zulu. I think that might have been that mask from Buffy, actually. That might have been the name of that demon. You might be, people's true natures may be being exposed at this time, and you might actually realize that some of the people around you have done some pretty bad things. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. My favorite part of that song is right at the end where it says, I told you not to come, you should have stayed. Or you should have just stayed away. It looks like you might be one of us. So somebody might actually be being looked at or targeted because they look like they're involved with this. Or it could be as well that somebody may actually be being exposed for being a part of something. Either that they didn't know that they were a part of, or that, you know, somebody may actually be being exposed that you really are not expecting to be a part of something in particular. And it's going to be wild. It's going to be a wild ride, Daddy. Somebody's father might actually be being exposed for something extremely bad. Sex trafficking just came to mind, or murder, cartel, Fluffy. The three-headed dog from the dungeon, or on the way to the Chamber of Secrets, the three-headed dog that they had to pass by there. Why did that come? Oh, singing a lullaby, singing somebody to sleep. Lay down your sweet and weary head. Night is falling. You have come to journey's end. Sleep now. Dream of the ones who came before. They are calling from across a distant shore. Why you scream? What are those tears upon your face? Soon you will see. All of your fears will pass away. Safe in my arms, you're only sleeping. What can you see on the horizon? Why do the white gulls call across the sea? A pale moon rises. The ships have come to carry you home, and all will turn to silver glass, a light on the water. All souls pass. Hope fades into the world of night, through shadows falling out of memory and time. Some say that we have come now to the end. Why shores are calling. You and I will meet again, and you'll be here, safe in my arms. You're only dreaming. So, Dreamtime lover, honor roll, be proud, you're on a roll. You are very temperate and stable, a good friend to have with good self-control. Somebody may be nesting. Somebody may be getting a new house. There may be a lot of abundance rolling into you. Somebody could have a very strong addiction that has a lot of control over them. Somebody may be being exposed for their addictions, especially if they're shooting up. Shocking events, lit up, exposure. Who are you? Who am I? What are we doing? We are fucking leveling up, bitch. Honor roll. Be proud. You are on a roll. Your family tree. Something's going to be coming out about your family tree or your roots. You may be rooted in royalty in some way. Somebody said something to me recently about, I always wondered what it would be like to be with royalty. I really wish they would have answered my question when I asked them what the hell they meant about that. More money, same problems. Less money, same problems. There's always problems. It doesn't matter if you have money or if you don't have money, there's always problems. They're just a different variety of problems. And sometimes when you have more money, you actually have less money because you separated it out into so many different areas that it's pulled really thin. You just have things at that point. And things aren't the most important thing anyway. Wisdom. There's a light being shined on you. Spotlight may be coming to you in some sort of way. Your ideas are something fucking amazing and you need to start exposing them. That may actually even be what's being exposed is your ideas. The knowledge you have, the wisdom you have, the understanding you have about certain things. Something else that could be being exposed as well could be the dreams that somebody's having about you. And maybe this person may have had some addictions that you knew about, but they may not have told you about all their addictions, and some of those things may be coming out. Somebody's black magic may be coming out too. Somebody's attachment to you in a dark way, or an entity that's been attached to somebody as well, may be coming out, maybe being exposed. Somebody may be very happy in their addictions too. Dazed and confused. Once again, with sexual abuse, somebody may really be getting exposed for rape or molestation of a child or an adult, honestly. Dream time. Your dreams are going to be coming true. Your dreams have solid roots and a foundation. You may also be getting dreams from your ancestors as well. They may be guiding you on this spiritual journey in your dreams. Somebody may actually be taking a spiritual journey using some form of hallucinogen, DMT, ayahuasca, which actually has DMT in it, but also has, I don't remember what the other thing is in it. You can actually grow the two plants and make it yourself. Shrooms, LSD, but that's different. Somebody may actually be being exposed for getting their abundance in some form of cruelty or in some form of deal that they made. Some sort of really fucked up deal that they made could have caused their abundance in some way. What's popping into my mind right now is Schindler's List. At the end of the movie, where all the soldiers came to kill the Jews that were in the warehouse because the war was won, not by Germany. And so they were ordered to kill as many Jews as they could before these soldiers came in to free them. And Schindler looked at them and he's like, you guys can do what you were ordered to do and you can kill all these people, or you can get out of here right now while you have a chance and save your own skins. And so they all left. He had bought the freedom of thousands and thousands of Jews. Tens of thousands of Jews today, maybe even hundreds of thousands of Jews. I think it's hundreds of thousands of Jews today would not be alive if it wasn't for this man. And he was playing both sides, if you want to get technical. He was running an ammunitions making factory where the Jews were actually making ammunition to kill their own kind and to help the Germans win the war. And he made a lot of money off of it, but he used every fucking last cent he had to buy the lives of those people. And as he's standing outside getting ready to get in his car to go, because they want him to get out of there now before he ends up getting caught or he ends up getting killed, because they love him at this point. Duh, they love him. They wouldn't be alive without him today. They wouldn't have been treated so well during the war today if it wasn't for him. He even went out of his way to make sure he got back the ones that they accidentally sent to Auschwitz. They got to Auschwitz before they got put back on a train and sent back to him. And he's standing there and he's like, I could have saved more of you. This money clip, it would have bought at least two more. I could have saved 2 more lives. At least 1 more life. And he's like going nuts thinking about this, that he kept this car. Why did he keep this car? People died because he kept this car. And the guy that's been assisting him this whole time had to stop him and be like, what are you talking about? Look at us. We're all here and we're alive today because of you. You were the only reason. But he hated himself so much because of the things that he had done that he couldn't even see that. A single thread in a tapestry. The fucking lyrics just went bye-bye. A single thread in a tapestry, though its colors brightly shine, doesn't see its importance in the pattern of the grand design. And a stone that sits on the very top of the mountain's mighty peak doesn't feel it's more important than the ones that form its feet. You must look at your life through heaven's eyes. And that's why we share all we have with you, though there's little to be found. When all you have is nothing, there's a lot to go around. So there could have actually even been somebody that was living with somebody that pretended to be that, and they were that, but they were not allowed to practice that with these other people around. There could be a lot of secrets being exposed about people that you were very close to for a while. Some of these secrets may have actually even been exposed by you in some sort of way. This was your path as well, if that was the case. You're on a roll right now, though. You're on a roll of figuring out who you are and who other people around you are. 111 and 1111. 1111 is on the screen right now. So, yeah, somebody could have been really dabbling in some dark shit, and it's being exposed. And a lot of the reason that they could have been acting or behaving the way that they were, they could have even been really mired in anger and hate in some way, or trying to get revenge in some way. And they were exposed because of that. They were exposed because of their black magic, or they were exposed because of things that they did that were really bad that you don't even know about yet. But it will be revealed. And you're not supposed to feel guilty about this. You did not cause this as well. Somebody could have been asleep on something too. Somebody could have been watching over somebody, protecting somebody, guiding somebody. There's like a little birdie in your ear telling you things. There's a little birdie somewhere. This little birdie may have been exposed as well. This person could have been whispering shit in your ear, making you question people or places or things in some way. Music in the middle of nowhere, music and nature. Music and nature could be very important. A connection that's very close for you could be very important. There's definitely a love connection that's getting ready to be exposed in some way. Or it could be a love connection that's getting ready to be exposed. Or it could be a love connection that's being ready to be formed as well. Pisces, Cancer, Aries, fights, arguments, drama. There could actually be fights, arguments, and drama that's been going on. And the reasons behind these fights, arguments, drama, chaos in your life, possibly even just like chaos that you have no idea why it's there or where it's coming from. You're going to be realizing it. Somebody could have also just really been fucking with you in some sort of way. XD. Game Boy XD. ZT. U. K. Z. P. K. Pikachu. Pika Pika. Pikachu. N. P. I. Nip. Nip it in the bud. Pip. Pippin. Pippi Longstockings. Pitt. Brad Pitt. Pizzazz. Pink. Perfect just came to mind. Punk. Punky Brewster. Dizzy. Disc. There could be a disc. Or like an SD drive. A jump drive. Sick. You're about ready to find out that somebody was very sick. They did some really sick and twisted things. And this is getting ready to be exposed. because of some sort of either picture evidence, video evidence, an SD card, a Polaroid. That's weird. People don't even really use Polaroid cameras anymore, but maybe this is something that's been going on for a while. And for some reason, KKK could have just came to mind. Somebody could be very racist. Can't, kitten, CTL, cruel intentions. There's a movie called Cruel Intentions. If you haven't seen it, it's where they completely fuck with this girl's mind. This guy pretends to be like the best guy there ever was, kind of thing. And there's a girl in the background that's his stepsister, and they're kind of having a sex thing going on, and they're both really, really manipulative people. And then he kind of pulls out of it because she's actually teaching him, and he's actually like, wow, I don't want to be this person anymore. I want to be a better person. I want to be a better person. I want to be a better person like you are. I want to change my life. I want to maybe one day be worthy enough to have somebody like you, because I sure as fuck am not now. And because you changed this person, somebody could actually be extremely mad as well. Somebody could be really ready to attack in some sort of way because they're really upset about this situation. Somebody's getting ready to be exposed for everything that they do in the background too. Like everything that they do. All the secrets are getting let out. It could be when somebody goes to jail or when somebody dies or something along those lines, where there is actual proof of it in this person's possession in some way. And either they decide to put it out there, or the decision is taken out of their hand because they aren't there to stop whoever it is from putting it out there. Everything that they did to you and everything that they were doing in the background in some way, a third party. There could be somebody here as well that has been being stalked, intimidated, confronted, constantly had people around them that were fucking with them in some way. Could have been being watched. Watched. Tortuga. Did you know that tortuga in Spanish is turtle? My daughter told me that today. Somebody is very rooted in something. And somebody's been watching on an all-the-time basis. The law could have even been watching somebody as well because of a situation that you were dealing with, possibly. Somebody could be feeling like they're being ignored for something else or someone else. And somebody could be very, very, very angry about this. They may not even see the sadness they have within them because of the anger that they're feeling. But you were tired of being stabbed. You were tired of being hurt. You were tired of feeling down. You were tired of feeling unappreciated. You were really disappointed in something that this person did behind the scenes. Something to do with their shadow. Maybe even with them shadowing you. Maybe you knew they were watching you in some way. Or maybe you knew what was going on behind the scenes. Or maybe it was just all of a sudden dawned on you. Or there was this exposure all of a sudden that was done. And so with this exposure, you're going to be removing those swords from your chest and you're going to be moving on. And somebody's going to be really upset about this because they're going to see you happy, glowing up, looking good, doing good, feeling good. And this person is really going to be upset about that. Maybe even looking to fight about it in some way. Mantis beings, enigma, elusive, sensitive. So somebody may feel like you're being really elusive at this time, like you're a mystery that they got to solve. Just got to figure you out. Just got to figure you out. That kind of thing. When I was singing that song one day, my daughter's like, why do you got to figure him out, Mom? You don't got to figure him out. Yeah, there could definitely be the law getting involved in some sort of way, dealing with drugs or dealing with some sort of assault of some kind that is getting ready to be exposed. Somebody's addictions or vices could be getting ready to come out. What somebody has done as far as black magic goes, or as far as like an entity attachment or something like that goes. Somebody's entity attachment may have actually been removed by somebody here too. Kind, caring, nurturing, nutmeg, tip. cut. Somebody's looking to get their cut in something too. Maybe they feel like they did not get what they deserved out of something, lip service. Somebody may even be looking to have somebody talk them up or have somebody expose them in some sort of way for who they are or what they've done for them in some way. And they may feel like they didn't get what they deserved for it. I can do a question really quick. I was going to stay on for about 10 more minutes, so we can fit a question in there. Thank you, beautiful. So, we'll get a closing message and then we'll do your question. So let's see. Okay. 33 is on the clock. Learning, growth, overcoming obstacles, feeling good, doing good, and leveling up. Walking up those stairs one step at a time. Capricorn, ambitious. Libra, Aries. A sister could be involved in some way in the things you got going on. A current or ex-partner. The law. Justice system. Karma. Karma could be involved. Somebody may not even know that the reason things are so chaotic in their life right now is because they're receiving karma. Somebody might actually think that you are hexing them or cursing them, or somebody is. But it may just be the fact that they're going through karma in some sort of way. I actually had like 5 or 6 people within a 2-week span a couple months ago ask me if I was hexing and cursing people. And I was like, no, I don't do that. I wash my hands of it. I let it go. And then you know what? The universe takes care of it. It's not my problem anymore. Karma comes back to kick people in the ass. And if they're getting something going on for them, it's because they fucked me over in some way. It has nothing to do with anything I did. So, jazz. So we also got Scorpio and Virgo. There could be lies or secrets going on that you don't know about. JJ. There could be a stepchild or a child as well that may be involved in this in some way. Somebody may actually come clean to somebody. Somebody's feeling inspired to speak up and to expose something, to express themselves and to let something out. Maybe in the past, you might have actually, unknowingly, because of what you do or because of what you talk about, you might have actually given somebody the strength to do this. 2222. They may be feeling like it's the right thing to do, but it's not only the right thing to do. It is also something that needs to be exposed so that they can heal, or so that somebody they know can be healed. KY jelly. Aw. Once again, with the sexual abuse thing, somebody could have been raped in the past. And for some of you, this could actually be like a little boy and an adult male. Y. PZ. Present. Somebody could have been bought off in some way. YLI. And now they're feeling guilty. P. Lippy. Somebody could be getting lippy with somebody too. Somebody could be talking back to somebody. Somebody could be coming into their teenage years as well. And this could be causing some sort of problems. Clitty litter. I don't know why I was thinking of that, but yeah. D. Police Department, PD. C. Washington, D.C. There could actually be, maybe it's something to do with child porn too. Somebody could be on a watch list as well or something like that. T, U, tulip. W, with the flowers again. L, you're about ready to get your recognition. You're about ready to receive your flowers. Your ideas are about ready to take off. People are finally starting to see how worthy you are or how amazing what you have to offer is. Somebody could be getting offered a job in some way. Somebody could be being hired for their services. Polyp, pupil. This could be somebody you taught as well. Somebody that you taught in the past. For some of you, this could be a teacher as well that this is dealing with. Descendant. like, I like you, I like you, I like you, but I really want her. I don't know why, but that song just came into mind. So, who somebody really wants could also be being exposed. That's just a random one in the middle of that because that really has nothing to do with anything else we were talking about in that moment. Money's raining down on me, money's raining down on me, money's raining down on me at this time. The storm is over, and as it recedes, you start to realize just how much cleansing took place during this storm. How much was washed away. And as it was washed away, things started to be seen underneath. Kind of like when a big storm hits and the whole riverbed gets washed away, like there's a lot of dirt that goes away and then other things are uncovered. Or like when there is a tsunami or a hurricane and it lifts up buried treasures from underneath the ocean's floor. Buried treasures, huh? Party. P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta. Awesome. I like that question. So, there could be somebody that's like a master manipulator as well. G. Glitch. Witch. Wisteria. There could have been a movie that you've seen at one point in time and you might have just saw part of it. It may have just been on a TV when you happened to notice it and you weren't sure if this was something real or not. It might have been something very underground. Somebody could be just a master manipulator, very energy sucking, somebody that is like succubus energy, Jezebel energy, somebody that is hiding the abuse they went through, may actually be abusing others. So if somebody told you something about some sort of abuse that they went through, and they mentioned that they've never told anybody else, this could be something to do with them too. Basement. Vampire. Piano teacher, child molester, music instructor. Gemini. Somebody's mom may actually really receive a lot of wealth or a lot of luck or a lot of abundance in their life. Somebody's mom may have got enough money to be able to hire a private detective as well to watch over them. And this may be what exposed what was going on under the surface. Everything under the surface is being lit up at this time. Hard work, skills, and time and effort is going to be something very important to bringing things into harmony. Everybody may be separated or divided right now because of somebody in particular. And somebody could have been caused a lot of pain because of somebody that played with them, used them in some way. This person may have actually been saying things about you, lying about you in some way, trying to ruin your reputation. This person could have been very two-faced, gossiping, causing drama in your life. This person could have been extremely intelligent, calculating, cruel in some way. This person's being exposed and you are going to be having like the luckiest day of your life in payment for not paying attention to any of it, not caring about any of it, not being concerned with it at all, just ignoring it and going about your business. Reptilians, predator, survival, tyrannical. Star seed, self, memories, identity. Water, reflection, kindness, compassion. So have kindness and compassion for yourself and others at this time, especially with all these things that are coming up and out to the surface. Remember to keep your cup full at this time and overflowingly full. Because you are going to have to reflect on things. You're going to have to take that time and space and energy to reflect on things and to look at things so that you can really understand things and so that you can understand yourself. You may have been placing your identity somewhere because of things that had happened in the past, but you may be deciding that you are no longer that person, or you don't want to be that person anymore, or maybe even you might be moving away from a lot of the people of the past because those people are currently those people, or those people have always been those people and have no desire to be anything else, and maybe you don't find it to be right. I'm going to get you before you get me mindset. There's somebody like that. There is somebody that is a predator, that is very tyrannical, very cruel, very overbearing, overly critical, overly analytical, manipulative. Somebody may have used somebody as a scapegoat as well to get away with what they were getting away with. There may have even been threats made towards the people who are dealing with this. I actually said something the other day to my guides about, if there's any reason that my child is going to be being taken off this planet in some way, I was like, take me instead. Just take me instead. I don't care. Take me. That is definitely something that I'd rather it be me, period, bottom line. And somebody may be feeling that way too about this situation, like they would rather it be them than to have seen this person go through what they went through. Somebody may be risking everything they have or everything they are to step in a situation as well. They may even risk their own life to save the life of somebody else. Daycare. YCAP. LLP. Lily. Lizard. Lasting. Yeah, know that people are going to be able to regenerate and heal after this. Whoever this is very strong. Although they may deal with a lot of coldness inside of themselves because of what happened as well. So, let's see. If you really apply yourself with your projects on Instagram and YouTube, what will bloom because of it? The Page of Stakes. Be curious. Try something new. Be open-minded. Allow yourself to explore things as well. Don't be worried about what you sound like either, or whether or not anybody likes you. Harmony was kind of worried about people liking her a lot. Slayer, come out and die. Although that's not Harmony. You may have a lot of people that end up hiding behind a computer screen and saying some really fucked up things to you as well. Or trying to start fights with you or arguments with you in some way. I've dealt with a lot of that myself. 10 of Scythes and the 8 of Scythes. You may be extremely burdened by all of the attention that comes your way in that way. It may even cause you to feel very tied up or blind in some way. It may cause you to question whether or not what you're talking about is right, whether or not what you're doing is right, or it may cause you to question where you're at or who you are and who the people around you are, whether or not there's any good people in this world at points. It may even cause you to sacrifice certain things in your life that you really love, and that's because you feel like your purpose is something more important than that, and there's nothing wrong with that. You are definitely going to be able to conquer these things. You're going to be able to overcome and rise above. You're going to be able to really handle these things. You're going to be able to drop those burdens, though, even though you're going to have to deal with a lot of them. You're going to have to deal with a lot of them so that you can learn from them, so that you can grow, so that you can expand yourself more. Yes, and the reason that you are putting in so much time, effort, energy, it's looking like there's no results. It's looking like there's nothing coming from it. It's looking like, and you're putting yourself through hell to get there. Walking through the fiery pits of hell across coals with your fucking feet bare. And there's going to be times where you're going to be feeling like you're drowning. There's going to be times where people are going to betray you. There's going to be times where people are going to attack you. And there's going to be a lot of heartbreak, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain with everything that you're going through, especially since what you're going through is to sacrifice so much to help and to heal others, to break the curses of people that they're going through, to break the cycles, to break the chains, to free people. And all of this is going to accomplish what you're wanting to accomplish. It's going to leave a very strong legacy behind you that will be known for thousands of years. don't know why I said thousands of years, but I was thinking about like fairy tales. Like this fairy tale, it's been known for thousands of years. I used to have a fairy tales VHS tape when I was younger that actually had that story on it. And it's probably not the original story, but her brothers were cursed by a witch, and they were turned into swans by night. And something happened to her during the day, so they weren't actually able to see each other as humans for like 11 long years while she was toiling and laboring and putting everything she had in her to make these jackets that this strange, mysterious witch person told her would break the curse. And when she had all of them made, and they were made out of these thorns and brambles, which is why her feet are all bloodied up, because she had to go in there and and her hands, she had to go in there and get those thorns and brambles and make those jackets out of that. And when she threw those jackets over the top of those swans, at the end of that, they turned back into humans. So all the hard work that you are doing is for the greater good. And it can be a lonely ride at times, but it doesn't have to be completely alone. So remember that you can have friends. Trust issues may be something that could severely get in the way, and also gaslighting yourself, or maybe even trying to convince yourself that none of it's true or real, could be something that gets in the way too. Truth. Yes, yes. Trust issues. You may even be helping other people to break out of trust issues or break out of fears, release those fears, find that peace within. You're going to be ascending, levitating. You're going to be feeling very weightless. You're going to be feeling like all that weight has been removed from your shoulders, and like you are no longer constantly obsessing about things or constantly fearing things or worrying about things, because you're going to be seeing just how protected you are at certain points. There's going to be things that show you what could have happened but didn't happen. And so even though things were bad, it wasn't as bad as it could have been, but you had to go through the things that you had to go through so that you could learn and grow. So that you could see the truth and speak the truth, and so that you could really untangle all these knots. You're going to be celebrating a lot of success, a lot of stability, a lot of joy in your life. And it's also going to lead you into your union as well. Your purpose and your path that you're working on now has a lot to do with the connection you will have later. You're going to be looking at things with the eyes of love. You're going to be looking at the world with the eyes of love, and the world's going to be looking back at you in the same way. A lot of the hate, hurt, misery, or pain that has been a part of your life and that has filled your mind is going to be dissolving away. I'll grab two of these too. Palladians. Oh, how did I know that was going to come back? I almost said Palladians right before that too. Unconditional love, excitement, and laughter. They seem to be like the most loving and healing ones out of all of them. Nagas. Lovers, erotica, sensuality. You may even be doing some sort of sexual healing as well. Kundalini healing. You may be discussing a lot of that. You may be breaking into that. You might actually be doing something with a lover as well, connected to that in some way. Karma Sutra. You're going to be feeling very connected as well. You're not going to be feeling ashamed anymore of anything that you choose to do or anything that you are. What's right to one person may not be right to another person, and you're going to accept that what you feel is what is right for you, regardless of what anybody else thinks about that. You're going to have a massive transformation that's going to bring a lot of fertility and growth and abundance into your life. Deliver us to the promised land. It's going to feel like you've been delivered. You're going to be feeling very protected yourself, and you're going to be providing a lot of protection for other people around you as well. People that you're working with, people that are growing, people that are expanding and transforming their lives. You are a warrior, and you can make it through anything. And you are going to know that at the end of this. You're going to live to a very old age as well. And you're going to be really looking back on everything you've created and seeing the beauty in it and being so proud of yourself for continuing on this path, even though it has been a very difficult one. So thank you so much for purchasing today. And thank you to anybody else as well who may have left a donation or liked, shared, commented, subscribed, anything like that. I really appreciate you guys so much for all of your support. And remember not to be afraid of the world that you're creating around you and to not attach so much fear to it, because what you're manifesting really does a lot of times rely on the thoughts that you're having. I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.